transferred it to this one. This is underpainting. And broke it down to the quite a few uneven squares. And that shape I copied on it. Then I took it based on the shape that section of the painting was. I adjusted based on my thought, my imagination. I adjusted like the line on here in the bottom supposed to be down, a lot more down. But from the angle I see, it's more flat, not curved one. I adjusted, and I did the same things to the all of the drawing. What I did was I picked a dot randomly. I didn't pick a dot on canvas, and I connected these dots together, make uneven squares. And that is where this painting will come. Each of these uneven squares, they have their own angle. Like here, most forces will be on this. You know, if you think as a 3-dimension, I make it 4 dimensions. Each section has a 4th dimension. And the 4th dimensions, you don't see it. The forces that has effect on painting. Like, you know, in your real life, the 4th dimension sometimes affects the way you make a living, your behavior, like you can make a trip from A to B, the same trip 10 times. It's not going to be the same. It's going to have different events. One time you may have an accident, the view is different, things changes. That is the whole concept of this one. In a simple word is, in the old ways, they were painting on a flat surface. They had one perspective view. Picasso came with the idea, okay, you can go around that object and draw it from different perspective and put it together, and that's what you see in Picasso's painting. But in my style it's a flat surface. You have one perspective. You don't move your body around it. You don't move your body around the subject. Also, you have one perspective view. But the angle, like these uneven squares, I call it dancing squares. You put it together. Instead of having a flat surface, you will have something like a dancing square. I call it quadrillism. Doesn't matter if you can draw or not. You can copy, you can trace, you can whatever. Doesn't matter if you draw, it's good, but you don't have to. In the process, at the end, these dancing squares determines how the angle should be. You have to use your imagination. and put these pieces together makes the overall picture. And these dancing squares, they're all different. This is the first one that I'm going to do. On this one, I am usually on this one, what I did, I took a picture of it. And I played with it under my photo, like an edit photo, whatever they call it. Technology can be good. You can take advantage of it. Some they do in a negative way, some in a positive, but that's the picture that I have. And I took a picture of it and then play with it. I took a picture like this. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah. I took a picture of it and then I play with it, you know, with the colors, how I want it. And I'm going to make it something close to this. Okay, something's close to this. This is the same as a cherry, leaf, and stem, but in a background that it's not flat. It's just not flat. And I'm trying to make it like imagine that the same picture falls on even a square surface. Show it as a shadow. This one is, I'm going to do it in that pattern before I give more color to it. The background will be like a blue, different kind of a blue, light blue, dark blue. I do it my style by pouring. I mix those, I'm going to pour it in a cup and do a Flowism style and pour it on a canvas based on each angle that those dancing squares are. We have to keep in mind that each uneven squares goes to one direction. It goes to one direction. And that picture, that part of the picture is in that dancing square has to follow that direction, that path, if the line, whatever the direction of painting is. And the concept of that, it comes from here is, if you consider that dancing square as a time period that event happened, you didn't have any control on that. You have to be part of that time, that event. And these events put together makes your trip from A to B. And that's what it is. It's not a perfect picture. Like, you know, you have a perfect life. You think everything is perfect in your life. That's what perfect life is. But if you break down that to the pieces, put it together, based on what events, you will have this. This is representing that picture. Now, as I said, it's going to be something close to this. This is like a glimpse of what the picture will be, but in the process it will change. It will change a lot because my style of painting Flowism, when you flow paint, the connection between your thought and the canvas, it's done. You're not connected anymore. You can plan as well as you want, when the paint starts pouring, that connection is gone. Keep that in mind. Okay, this is just, okay. That's for general idea of my next few paintings that I will do. And this is the one of them, of 3. This is one of them. And I'm going to play with colors, paint, shapes, whatever. See how it goes. But as I said, they call it, these few paintings is going to be my way of painting. I call it dancing square or quadrillism. And based on, you break it down the picture to different sections, uneven sections, squares, and put them together and adjust it based on each section. Picture, adjust portion of the picture that falls on that uneven square, adjust it based on your imagination, how it's supposed to, the view. You're not changing your body's view. You're still in the first idea that your perspective view is one. Even in Picasso, you have one perspective, but from different angles. But in mine is you have one perspective, but you slice it, that view, that picture, whatever it is, to the sections and put them together. You're using your imagination, how it's supposed to look based on that uneven square, dancing square. Now, at the end, we will see the results. And in the process, also I use that Flowism style, that it's just completely new movement. The combination makes it really complete different game. It's a different, completely different game in a painting world. Okay, I have to apologize because I goofed it up. I goofed it up, and I just, on the two parts of my painting, I did not turn on the phone I have for doing this recording because I was so excited anyway. The first one is that blue, the background, those I did not record that one. And the second part was has to do with that impression of the shadow, those creamy white color that I paint, over. I did not record it, and I'm just feel bad, and I'm apologizing. Sorry about it.